But I was always like that. I want to be good. I don't want to get in trouble in school, that type thing. So I always was like, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna do my work. Now then, when I got into high school, you start having no friends. Be like, hey girl, you gonna show your homework? I got you on these tests. We can help each other pass.
Yeah.
So I still did my work. I didn't get in trouble or nothing like that. But hey, I definitely knew how to scoot through.
Yeah.
Once you know what people to connect with, and you be nice to people. That's my whole thing. Be nice to people. It don't take anything to be nice to somebody. You never know what people are willing, to help you with or whatnot. So, yeah, I could definitely say being nice helped me, and it's got me a long way.
Yeah. Talk about, are you going through school, and what I'm saying, you spoke about your college earlier in Savannah State, like, kind of talk about that process. What led you to going to Savannah State, and what were the other options? And just talk about like your early college, decision process.
So going to college, I would say that I learned that I was a procrastinator. And, it took me a little while, about 20 years, to come to terms and be like, all right, sis, you're a procrastinator, get it together. But getting ready to graduate, this girl I was friends with in high school, she was like, yeah, I applied to Savannah State. My dad wanted me to go to Fort Valley because he went to Fort Valley, and I was like, I'm not trying to go to Fort Valley, not because of school, but it's too close to home for me. I don't need y'all doing no pop-up. So I know what I do in the dark. I don't need nobody popping up on me.
Yeah.
So she told me she applied to Savannah State. I was like, okay, I'm going to apply. What the hell? End up applying, getting in. So we end up, me and the girl, being roommates. We had our own room on campus. It was still in the dorm rooms or whatever. And this particular dorm we stayed in was the freshman dorm room. So we had our own rooms, bathroom. And God is good, right? Because I had my own room, but I had the handicap room.
Okay.
So we didn't have no handicapped people that had came in with our class that was staying in the building. My room was big. Like, I could do a cartwheel. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, dang. So having my own room in college, I don't have to share nothing, child. And it was crazy. I used to be like in high school, I'm not gonna never smoke. I'm not gonna never drink. People who do that, my first night at Savannah State, I can remember met this girl. She was an upperclassman, and see, back then, Facebook, you create the groups on who all getting ready to come to school, so you meet people. Met this older girl or whatever, and she was real cool. Shout out to Seska. She really welcomed me. That was one of the first people I met besides some Kappas, child. That's a whole nother story, but me and my friends, the girl who I was roommates with, plus this other girl I had met online, and it was 7 of us. So I had my cousin who stayed across the hall from me, her and her roommate, me and this other girl. The girl who I met online, she was from Athens. She had a friend. So we just all ended up going to the girl Seska house. They taking shots. I've never, at this point, drinking any type of alcohol. I'm just 18. I never taken any type of alcohol, no nothing. So she's like, y'all gonna take a shot? I'm like, I don't know nothing about no shot. Then my friend who I had in a roommate with, she was like, yeah, we gonna do it. Come on, they used to call me Dino. Come on, Dino. I'm like, oh hell, okay. It's nasty.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I hate shots. But I will say I will take a shot of Crown Apple if presented it. But shots is not my thing.
Okay.
But I will say I definitely enjoyed my freshman year of college. I learned a lot just being away from home. You don't have your parents, so you can do whatever you want to do. Y'all, I'm telling you, by the grace of God, I passed. Like, if people would have known how I was in college versus what I am now, I was taking 18 hours freshman year. Now, this is what my advisor gave to me. I'm trusting the advisor because I don't know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
I had 8 o'clock classes. Just imagine you a freshman. We going to parties. I'm talking about we had Georgia Southern, like turning up with the Kappas, all type of people. Like it had got to the point where we would meet so many people. You know, you just all everywhere. You a freshman, y'all. My GPA. I don't even want to embarrass myself like that, but I probably can because I'm in a better situation now. I had a .8 GPA.
Okay.
My daddy called me and was like, "What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
We are snatching you
Yeah.
from like it was crazy." So I learned my lesson not to take 18 credit hours. It took a while to kind of pull it up, you know what I'm saying? But we got there. But yeah, I always tell people a HBCU experience is different than any other college experience. Like for real. Yeah. You get to learn a lot about yourself. You grow. You know what I'm saying? I really tell people, Savannah is where I grew. So when people say where you grew up at in Savannah, because that's where I really grew and was able to find myself becoming into an adult. You know, you don't have your parents that'll tell you when to do your homework. Obviously, if you don't do your stuff, it was a point I had got a suspension letter. Like I was finna get kicked out of school. My friend who introduced me to the radio side, she helped me write an appeal. She just so happened she knew the person in academic affairs, and she was like, "Sis, you cannot afford to drop out of school and go back to making." At the time I was dating somebody, she was like, "You gonna end up pregnant. I ain't no telling where you gonna be at." You know what I'm saying? And so she really helped me with my appeal. Got it in, and from there I was on like academic warning for like a semester or whatever, but I couldn't let my grades slip because if I did, then they was gonna kick me out for a year. So you know, it really forced me to get myself together. For real. So, and I did.
Well, you know, looking back, like what was some of your, you know, most profound experiences in college, and you know, then from Macon, you know, what was the experience like for you in Savannah, and what were some of the culture shocks and differences?
Well, I would say like some of my best moments or experiences again with modeling. It was like modeling was the it thing. People used to come to the fashion shows. We was performing at homecoming. So that's how I kind of got popular on campus too. Like people knew me as, "Oh, she can walk.
Yeah.
She the one hitting splits at the event." You know what I'm saying? I got heels on, so it was just like I was just known as, "Oh, we know they finna have a show. Cool, we finna go see her walk too." You know, so our whole organization was just fire though. Period. But I can definitely say modeling was like one of the best things for me. Also, moving to Savannah from Macon, it's completely different. You know, it's like some parts you be like, okay, this reminds me of back at home, but Savannah is a real tourist town. You know what I'm saying? So you come across a lot of tourists that come down, and the way they talk, their language, so it's real geechee. They speak like Gullah Geechee down there. It's close to the coast, South Carolina, Savannah. So they used to call the locals Chathamites, right? So people used to be like, "Yeah, don't get with no Chathamites." You be like, "Well, what's a Chathamite?" Basically, what they call us Maconites. Well, people, you don't know where they from. So the locals did not like when you would call them Chathamites, and the way that they spoke. So instead of saying over there, they would say over there. Okay. Instead of saying where, way. Okay. They had a saying, it was like, "Ooh, you shoe, boy." So it was like, what? You knew, and they talked real fast. So yeah, it was definitely different. But I did find myself, you know, hanging around a couple of locals or whatever. But I really love Savannah. I love Savannah. I love the whole culture about it. It kind of gives you like a New Orleans feel, you know what I'm saying, too. But I love Savannah. Yeah. The culture, everything. They talk a little different, but I like it. And that reminds me, like, when I first got into school, people used to always be like, you country, where you from? And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know, it was like, you don't say all your words and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I'm from Macon. Like, I never knew we had an accent. You know, so it took, like, people from Atlanta or whatever to be like, where you from?
Yeah.
So, and every now and then I kind of fall back into my Macon talk, because I'm just like, people who know me know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Talk about